Alright, what's up YouTube subscribers? I'm finally outside over here by the lake. As you can see, I'm outside, not in the bedroom. And so today's subject we're going to do why it's so hard to find romance or to settle down with a man or a woman. I'm going to talk perversely with about chicks and how the world's changed even within like 7 years since I've came out of like a serious relationship. You know, it just seems like every time you go out, maybe I'm the only one, but I'm hoping there's other people that notice. And it's like you go to the mall, the bar, the club, the beach. It could be anywhere you go, and it feels like you're not fitting in with everyone because everyone wants to act like there's something else. Like, you got all these people trying to act all gangster. You got all these people that are prep. You got all these people that are, country and redneck, you know. And I ain't trying to like bash or hate on the military or nothing, but even our military ain't acting like they are sometimes. They can make like an ass of themselves here and there, and they can really be ugly, and it could be some of the shit they've seen overseas. Maybe it's because the government's not treating them the way they want, but um, that's not the subject I'm talking about. The subject I'm talking about is women and what they're mostly after. I tried making a video about this, and I was just kind of going on and on. So it's like I want to get straight to the point. You know, you go out, and it could be you and your homie, or it could be you and your boys. And everybody wants to talk about, oh, let's see how many numbers we can get, or if we can get laid, or everything, and or just find a relationship. But 8 times out of 10, you just end up not doing nothing. You just end up buying some drinks and standing in the corner, listening to music and telling some goofy ass stories. And that's mostly how it goes down. You go to bars and it's like friends bringing their friends to hang out and just people watch. You know, I've had balls enough to go up to stranger girls and they just want to give me this look like I'm some sort of serial killer or something. Offering them a drink, something to eat, you know, um, whatnot. But it seems like all they want is military men because the military men have the money, so they're using them for ATMs. Or it's like they want these rich preppy boys living off mommy and daddy Snookums money and driving daddy's Lexus and wearing rompers. These preps wearing their rompers and all. So I don't get that. That's one thing that draws a question mark. What draws a real thick question mark over my head, and what I'm starting to notice, and everybody would have to agree with me on this, is I'm starting to notice all these real fine women, like 10 out of 10 dime, like model girls. I'm talking about girls from like, they could be in Playboy Centerfold, and they starting to date these gay dudes, you know. Uh, I understand. I ain't trying to hate on the gay community. I know some gay people, and they're cool as hell. But it's like, why the hell do these women want to date a gay guy when these men are, attracted to their own same sex and just want, uh, some hairy ass? I don't get it. I've had much older and wiser people tell me it's because they feel safe. That someone they could go out with, shopping and everything. But what's the whole point of that? I thought the whole point of a relationship is to have romance and to mingle, settle down, get married, have children, and live life. Instead, you get with someone that's homosexual, and it just don't make any sense. why would even a gay man want that? Is what I don't get. Um, you know, what does make more sense is gay men are real promiscuous. So that would mean like, if he cheats on his girlfriend and that other male figure, because there's a lot of HIV in the gay community, and he has sex with someone unprotected and gets HIV, transmits it to her, and they break up. He don't know he has it, she don't know she has it, and then she spreads it to one other guy, and it spreads like wildfire. So I don't really understand why these fondant women don't go after normal dudes like me, or Jeffrey who works the oil rig, or Tommy who washes dishes down at the steakhouse, or Donald who is an Uber driver. I don't understand. I guess it's really all about the money and the power. So, they can go dig. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to bash on women or hate on them, because we can't live without you. I know I can't, but it's like, it feels like marriage is a scam. Women want the fancy wedding. They want the Visa, MasterCard Platinum so they can go shopping every other week. And then when the right time comes, after kids and the arguments and the affairs, that's when the gates of hell open up and divorce comes through and alimony collects. And, I'm not saying all women are bad. There's guys that are wrong on their side. So, um, a lot of times I think, these women aim for one thing, and that's just the crown jewel of money. You know, I don't think everyone needs to be alone. I think every man has his queen and every woman has her Romeo, but I just I don't get it. It's kind of like back to what I was saying. You go with your homie or you go with your boys and you go into a bar or a bar with a big dance floor, and you look at all these women, and then you look at all these guys, prep, redneck, badass, hey, the group that rides motorcycles, and then you got all these girls all dolled up and dressed up, and it's like if you don't fit in one of these categories, take your ass home. That's what it is. And it's like everyone's like a clone or a robot. It feels like more of a clone, and it kind of makes me wonder, like, hey, maybe these people aren't even real and they're just aliens from another planet visiting Earth, and they're just watching how humans act, like me, and how desperate they are. That's what it really feels like. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard. Y'all probably thinking I'm loony. But it's a good hypothesis to think about. I personally just think it's everyone in this world. I don't know how women and men act in foreign countries, but in America, I just think there's a lot of followers. I think everything's based on Facebook, television, and the Illuminati. And, for any television or video to say that wearing rompers is cool for straight men when some gay man in probably New York or Miami thought of it, I think it's bullshit. You would never catch me in no damn romper. And, I just don't get where it's going to be, 7 years from now, 15, 20, 50 years. It's going to be some wacky ass changes. And, I mean, who knows what the hell it's going to be like? Whatever you're imagining right now, it probably come true. It's some shit to think about. And I know every guy can relate to me on this subject, because you've been single a long time, and you go on these dating sites and no girl writes you because they either want the magic mic or the guy with the money, or they're either a catfish, and it just, I don't know. Uh, it feels like you have no hope, but you got to be patient is the key, you know. Um, it would, it's cool to have money, but I think it would be extremely scary to have money because you attract a lot of fake people, and that's just not women, but that's like business, uh, guy friends, to whatever. I think that's why a lot of these celebrities just go bonkers and show their asses off to the paparazzi. And yeah, it's just like even being a good-looking guy. Well, never judge a book by its cover because he could just be the guy that he cares about screwing your daughter and having one-night stands when he's a douchebag. When Tommy, who washes dishes at the steakhouse, is a loyal guy who probably has a kid and wants to find a girl with some other kids and settle down and just do the right thing and live life and make money to retire early. But that's pretty much the world I think we live in, you know. At least that's how it is down south. In Arkansas, where I used to live, it's kind of like that, but it was different. Um, Not really much preps, more country up there and everything. But I don't know, kind of here, down here with whites and blacks, it seems racist. Um, that's why I think whites racist against blacks, blacks racist against white. A lot of black on black crime, and wasn't really like that in Arkansas. But Arkansas wasn't the greatest place to live either. I think if you're gonna go anywhere, you need to head to the West Coast or you need to head somewhere that's liberal and laid back. But then again, I could be wrong. It could be the exact same thing over there. I just think that's probably how shit is here in America. And who knows what it's like in Canada or Mexico or France, Russia, Australia, Japan, certain parts of Africa, even Brazil. I wonder what other places are like because, the grass is greener on the other side, I think. I just think in some places I've been, it's just been sticks and mud and, a little hollow grass and that's it. But I think it's just bullshit, really, because back in my day when I was in middle school and high school, it was real easy to just pick up girls. You pass a note and said, "Hey, you like me or not? Yes or no?" And it was straight to the point. You could get dates. You could get what you wanted to. College was kind of the same way, even though I never went to college, really. And even online dating 7 years ago, back in 2009, 2010, it was a little different, a little more real. Today, it's just bullshit and bogus and it's whack. I mean, it is whack like crack. You got all this Plenty of Fish, Tinder, OK Cupids. I mean, people are so lazy nowadays. They have to get on Tinder and just swipe. I like or dislike. I like or dislike. You're going to break your damn fingers doing that shit. I mean, you know, everything's on the phone, Netflix, TV, you know. You could look at this whole neighborhood and all I see is just like some old people out mowing their lawn. It's not like the 70s or 80s where people are just out mingling, talking and getting to know each other. And, maybe smoking a J here and there, and sipping on a beer. I'm out here in the picnic area. There was one guy hanging out here. He was writing on his laptop, which you don't see much, but that's it. We go fishing out here, and people ain't even wanting to fish. We're all on the boat, you got your freedom. I've been in jail before, just for a weekend sentencing, and Just that shit right there wakes you up and lets you know how important your freedom is. And, you know, why not? Why not get out and do something fun? You know, life's too short and you only live it once. But that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I think everyone you see in the club is either a robot, a clone, or an alien. And it just feels like everything is all orchestrated and staged. And that's just how it goes. And if you're not a follower, well, then take your ass home. That's what it feels like. You know, I'm a leader, so I don't follow shit unless it's something at work or family, you know. Other than that, I ain't following shit. So I just got done running miles and doing some push-ups and sit-ups in the concrete. I'll call it the stove top because it literally burns the skin sitting on that concrete in your hands and all that. You know, it ain't for no pussies or anything. A lot of people look at me funny, but I don't care. What don't kill you makes you stronger. And I'm trying to get all swolled up and everything. And it's going to suck when cold winter comes because you're not going to have that heat. So I'll just be doing all that exercise in the sauna with, you know, hoodies and sweatpants and burning the hell out of some more calories. But yeah, my throat's getting all sore from this preaching about preps and their rompers and um, douchebags, you know, Barbies wanting to date Kens and use up military guys for their money and, you know, country guys thinking they all badass. It's because they got driving mom and dad's truck around and, you know, they don't own shit and they're just going to get played in the long run. So leave me a feedback, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, tell me if you agree, and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to keep making more channels. I don't care if I have like 5, 10, 15 views, I'm just going to keep making more. So someone is going to agree with me and I'm going to be making changes and life impacts in people's lives. So yeah. I'm signing off, and this is Nick Scharouse.